So, I have a friend's wedding coming up this weekend, and the road trip there and back is rather long. I would probably say anywhere from like 9 to 12 hours round trip. I'm going to be sitting in my car a long time, and I need some more music to listen to, so I thought what better than to react to some more Otto today. We're going to be checking out three of her songs: Charles, Nukegara, and Rockstar. As always, I'm excited to check these out, but before we do jump in, a massive thank you, as always, goes to Amy the Wise for making this donation request, and she dedicates this to the number one Otto fan in the world, Arya. Arya, you are the number one fan. If anybody tells you otherwise, show them your value as an Otto fan. Even if they think of you sideways, they have zero power over you. Gira Gira. Alright, that was my attempt at humor for the day. Let's jump into Charles. Pause. Oh, the energy is there. I might crash my car driving to this one. Cool riff on the guitar and fat bass. Going crazy, this reaction. Yeah. This is like firmly in Otto's wheelhouse. So groovy, so bassy. Energy is there. The intensity in her vocal delivery is also there, but there's also nice fluency in her ability to switch between that intensity and the softness. These are comments I've made before about Otto, but they always persist. But the fact that she's singing about Charles, right, a love interest presumably, man, makes me feel really romantic. But you don't really hear romantic songs this intense usually. Oh, this section. Absolutely loving this song. The chorus, the lyrics. The syncopated beat here is nice. Meaty bass. Stripped back. That is such a fast-paced, intense song. I wouldn't put it past Otto to ever put out songs other than this, but you know, we always have the gamut to select from in our discography. I feel like if I listen to this though while I drive, things may go awry. Usually when I'm driving, I like to listen to more like mid-tempo songs that like allow me to kind of slowly headbang. I feel like my feet, if you couldn't really see, I don't have like a camera for my feet. Why you want a camera for my feet? I don't have a camera for my feet, but it's constantly bouncing up and down as I'm listening. That would be pressing down on the accelerator pad in my car. That would not be good. No bueno. So I guess that will be my heuristic for letting you know how I rate this track. And I'm not going to do it like my anime openings where I give the very detailed breakdown of why I rate a song a certain way, but this one for me, 9.3. Maybe if you watch my anime opening reactions, you can reverse engineer my thought process that brought me to 9.3. That probably isn't interesting to you, but super solid song all around. I'm glad that we got that little kind of reprieve in the stripped down section. It gave me a little bit of time to breathe outside of the crazy chaos. And I guess one little bit that I wished we got in this one was maybe a bit darker of a chord transition between the second pre-chorus and the chorus, and the second chorus. I think there was an opportunity for that. Not that you have to always take it, but I feel like it was there. That could have bumped it up a little bit. Okay. No more delving into that thought process. 9.3, super solid. Love Charles. Man, pause. All right, Nukegara. Worlds apart. I was not prepared for that drastic of a change. And I should have been. Quick pause here. It's already such an interesting beat, but it's interesting because there's so many subdivisions being created in that like digital scheme underneath Otto's singing, and Otto is singing a lot more legato actually. So there's like this very interesting rhythmic juxtaposition. It's not incongruent, but imagine like you're playing with a bunch of, I don't know, Lincoln logs that have like ridges to them, and you put on top of them like kind of a thin, soft blanket. If you were to feel the Lincoln logs through the blanket, you would know that there's a lot of subdivisions, there's a lot of little pieces underneath, but they're all under the blanket of Otto. I like it. I like this. There's this very interesting, almost like warping effect. I wish I had the precise vocabulary to describe this effect, but it feels like it's kind of eroding the lateral walls of this track, but then those walls fill back up again, but then they start eating away and then continuing to like absorb and resorb. It's almost like musical termites that eat away a little bit and then disappear, and then the musical track respawns. Dude, this is dubstep now. Dance, dubstep, EDM. Goodness. What an interesting track so far. Where are we going? Winding down. Immediately, that is like an 8.9 or 9.0 in my mind. One thing that I do wish, given how chaotic that track was, if the choruses could be more distinct from the rest of the sections, though they are if you like pay close attention, but I feel like it should be more of an obvious huge drop into that one, because you know, you maybe saw my hand raise and I was about to like really smash my headphones off for the second time this reaction, and that moment it hit, you got a little bit on the one because of the section change and the style change, but let's imagine now you add like a huge rock drum that ends up taking over in that chorus. And maybe you could just use this for the second chorus. You don't have to do it for the first one. I think the first one can work on its own. But for the second one, add that extra drum layer that's super heavy. Even instead of drums, you could turn up the bass a lot. Change it in some way that really either adds some heaviness or darkness to that spot. Because otherwise it feels like the chorus is somewhere in the middle, and some of the verses and pre-choruses, and honestly that bridge section feels like a larger high point. Now, it doesn't have to be the case that the chorus is the high point of every single song, but when you do repeat something, you do want to like emphasize like, hey, this is worth listening to again, it's worth repeating. So if you want to like highlight that second chorus a little bit more, given my suggestions, I think that would be a potential way to handle it. So I think because of that, I probably can't get that out of my mind. I would rank this probably around like an 8.9. But really, really, really catchy chorus all together, like with the vocal melody. And I think all of the digital effects, it put me in like the head state where I was in like 7th, 8th grade when I had first discovered dubstep. And it was me. It was Sohum who first discovered dubstep and then introduced it to my entire school. Nobody in that school knew about dubstep before me. You can take that to the bank. It put me right back into my 7th grade mindset. That was Nukegara. Let's check out the last track of the day. This one is called Rockstar. No, 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 no. This is like a cemetery setting. Ooh. That is hard. feel a lot of angst from this one. I'm a fan. I guess that should have been obvious given the title is Rockstar, but it's very fitting that a song titled Rockstar is performed in the rock genre, and it is so rocky. This feels like arena rock, and I don't know how many of you listen to like bands outside of auto, right? Sometimes fandoms, they love only one artist, but if you've ever listened to The Warning, the type of rock that Otto is playing right now really reminds me of what I hear from The Warning, the Villarreal sisters. I would absolutely spread The Warning propaganda to you. Worth checking them out. Oh, I love this section. .8. I love it. I love it. Let's listen to that stripped down section again into the final chorus. Where is it? Where is it? Did we have a key change too that I didn't notice? Oh, the dual guitar too. Oh, this just hit every nerve ending in my body. Yeah, key change. Oh man, Yeah, that's a 9.8. Absolutely. So where did we land with our ratings? I think I gave Charles a 9.3. Sorry about that, Charles. 9.3 is still good though. I mean, it's 93%. That's amazing. Then I think I gave an 8.9 for Nukegara. I will restate, I wish that chorus, that second chorus, was a bit bigger one way or the other. I think that extra punch would have been very nice given the already dynamic nature of that track. And then this last one here, I think there's almost little you could do to actually perfect it more. It has every note that Sohum wants. It has soft vocals in a certain section. It has a nice key change. It has heavy electric guitar, heavy bass, heavy drums, great vocals from Otto top to bottom. You get falsetto, you get your heavy chest voice, your screams, your chill moments, and it's all excellent. It's all catchy, melodic. That is the song. Of the three, I think that is the song that for sure gets added to the driving playlist. Man, I love Otto. Isn't it fun to get to listen to more Otto with me today? If it is, and you enjoy my Otto reactions, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. If you would like to make a request yourself and support the channel, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.